This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's now 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint. A fog advisory in effect this morning. Mark has details on what you can expect, what else you can expect. But first, the Lewiston, Moscow, Troy, Genesee, White Pine, Palouse, and Clarkston school districts are canceling school today. The districts are shutting down because of a damaged natural gas line near Pullman. Let's get to Sydney Charles with those details.
Avista says this incident is impacting the Williams Pipeline natural gas system between the cities of Pullman and Colfax. The University of Idaho campus and the city of Moscow and Latah County business offices will all be closed today. Here's a photo of where an excavator hit that gas line. As of right now, WSU Pullman says campus has been switched to an alternative heat source and will remain open and operational, and classes will proceed as scheduled. Avista says it will provide information on impacts to customers as soon as it becomes available.
All right, and it is a chilly start in our first alert weather. We're starting off again with fog throughout many areas, dense in places. We showed you earlier on the South Hill that Manitou Park was blocked in with fog. So 32 degrees currently, and we do have high humidity. We do have the dense fog advisory till 10 a.m. We're seeing this dense fog show up along I-90 from Coeur d'Alene in through the valley, and then also just west of town, also north on 395 and Highway 2. Over the next 12 hours, we're going to see that fog break out about 10 o'clock. Looking at 37 degrees there. Our high today is going to be in the mid-40s with the chance of rain coming in about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight.
We are hoping to get updated election numbers today, which did not happen yesterday due to what's being called domestic terrorism. Spokane, Skagit, Pierce, and King County elections offices all received envelopes containing some sort of white powder. Investigators say the powder found here in Spokane tested positive for fentanyl. It shut down the Spokane County Elections Office where ballots from Tuesday's elections were being processed. According to County Auditor Vicki Dalton, the Elections Office will be back processing ballots this morning, and you can expect the next round of election results released by 5 o'clock this evening. The Pierce County Auditor says the letter with white powder was received by her office Wednesday morning and arrived in a regular envelope through the mail. About 30 minutes after the letter was found, police determined the substance was only baking soda. Tacoma police say there was also a note in the envelope that read, "End the election now." The auditor says while the building was evacuated, the uncounted ballots were locked and secured. At nearly the same time, at least 250 people, including political observers, were evacuated from the King County Elections Office in Renton. County officials say hazmat crews dealt with the situation quickly and there was no actual threat to the public. A police source tells 4 News Now there are obvious similarities between the incident in Spokane County and the others across the state, but they have not yet made a specific connection at this point. And because of the evacuation, we did not get updated election results, including the results for Spokane's mayor. As of now, Lisa Brown leads with 52% of the vote. But again, the gap could still close once we get more updated numbers today. Officials say there are still 25,000 votes in the city to be counted. And what we can say for sure is that Spokane County will not get a new jail. 63% of people voting against the 0.2% sales tax increase. And now we want to hear from you about that. Did you vote on this public safety measure? We want to know why you voted the way you did. Share your thoughts with us through a form online. You will find it in this story on the front page of KXLY.com. Later today, we will learn more about the police shooting in Spirit Lake and the 67-year-old woman found dead in her apartment. Police were called to a senior living facility last Wednesday, for a mental health situation. Spirit Lake police say that officers encountered a female adult and, quote, an officer-involved shooting occurred. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office took over the investigation but has not released any further details other than identifying the woman as S.A. Floyd. The Kootenai County Sheriff and prosecutor, along with the Spirit Lake mayor, will hold a public press conference at 6 this evening at City Hall. We'll bring you the latest right here on 4 News Now and online at KXLY.com. The Kellogg quadruple murder suspect, Major John Kaler, asking the judge to throw out statements he made to the police. Kaler admitted to killing his 4 neighbors, but claims he was not read his Miranda rights. The judge will make a decision later on whether the statements will be thrown out. Student workers at Washington State University voted to authorize a strike if a new bargaining agreement can't be reached with the university. The union representing the students saying its list of demands includes a livable wage, adequate health insurance, and protections against harassment and discrimination. Coming up next on GMA, all the latest details on last night's GOP debate and new reaction this morning. We're back with weather right after this.